The views expressed in this blog are hosted on my own website, are strictly personal, and do not reflect the views of any organization. Hello and welcome friends once again to Straight Bat, my weekly video blog where, as the title suggests, I comment with a straight bat. Now all eyes this festive bumper Diwali weekend are on the India-Pakistan cricket match which is being played in Melbourne to kick off the two countries' campaign in the World T20 in Australia. Now no match in no sport anywhere in the world is followed more closely than India versus Pakistan at cricket. Which leaves us to ask the question today on Straight Bat, why don't India and Pakistan play each other more often? In fact, it is interesting that in the build-up to this big game, the BCCI Secretary Jay Shah has made it clear that India will not travel to Pakistan to play in next year's Asia Cup there. Pakistan has hit back and threatened that they will not come to India to participate in the 50-over World Cup that's being played in India in 2023. India versus Pakistan, tu meme is all too familiar. But I still want to ask that question today. Should India and Pakistan play each other more often or not? Yes or no? On the wall in my room, amidst all the photographs, are some special ones. These are special photographs that you can see here. They are from a trip to Lahore in 2004 when India visited Pakistan and defeated them on their home turf in a historic series. My then 9-year-old son Ishan was travelling with me, as was my then NDTV office colleague Shivnath Thukral. Our host was a very dear Pakistani friend of mine, Arif Saeed, who had studied in Oxford with me and was a typically warm-hearted, large-hearted Punjabi who plied us with lots of food and much more. It was one of the most fun holidays, or days should I say, I've ever had watching a cricket match. We were in a stand at the Gaddafi Stadium surrounded by raucous Pakistani fans furiously cheering for their team, waving the Pakistani flags. We had carried our bleed in blue India shirt and yes, the tricolour, but were of course grossly outnumbered. The mood in the crowd though was not hostile but was almost festive. Aap to hamare mehman hai, members in the crowd kept reminding us as they plied us with delicious Lahori kebabs. There were a group of young women students who were in the same row as us who were excited for some reason at seeing Lakshmipati Balaji. You see, the Tamil Nadu medium pacer had become quite a hero, a star in Pakistan. So every time he would come to bowl, the crowd would begin to chant, Balaji zara dheere chalo. It was truly fun and festive. The match though itself was a typically tough India-Pakistan encounter. For a while it looked like India was likely to lose because the Pakistanis piled up an impressively large score, with Inzamam ul Haq scoring a century. When Sachin Tendulkar was dismissed, it looked like India was going to lose and was in trouble. Then Rahul Dravid and Mohammad Kaif took over and hammered the Pakistani attack into submission, and India was taken to a famous win. As we waved the tricolour in delight, a Pakistani fan came over to us and offered us his country's crescent and moon flag. That's right. He said, "You are the better side. Well played. Please take the flag." You know, it was almost like an act of surrender in a way. My son was delighted to get the Pakistani flag and insisted on taking it back with us to India. I think the customs officers on the Wagah-Atari border were more than a little surprised to see a 9-year-old with a Pakistani flag wrapped around his India blue shirt. In fact, my son kept the flag in his room at home for years. I tell this story if only because I am of the firm belief that the only way to break boundaries is for India and Pakistan to play each other more often, not less. How else do you remove the decades of animosity off the field till you at least aim to build bridges on it? Cricket will not end cross-border terror, but it still offers some hope of some normalcy at a people-to-people level with our neighbors. I belong to the generation, my friends, that was fortunate to see the great Imran Khan bowl to the great Sunil Gavaskar. The two of them battling it out match after match, India versus Pakistan. I don't think I have ever seen a fiercer contest on a cricket field, neither of them giving the other an inch. Unfortunately, the present generation is perhaps missing out on the exciting prospect of a Virat Kohli facing up to a Shaheen Shah Afridi or a Babar Azam taking on a Jasprit Bumrah in a test match. Let us assume that for a moment, because of security reasons above all else, the Indian team will not travel to Pakistan. What stops us from playing each other in neutral venues, whether it is in Sharjah or Dubai or dare I say London or even a Birmingham? Playing each other once every few years in multilateral international tournaments is frankly, according to me, unappetizing and only ends up putting excess pressure on the players since all the attention is focused on this one match. Ye dil mange more is how I would put it, quoting Vikram Batra of Kargil war fame. Play each other more often and watch how we gradually learn to live with victory and defeat without seeing a game of cricket necessarily as a matter of life and death, or dare I say, war minus the shooting. I want to though tell you also today of a personal story from actually when I played against Pakistan, Imran Khan's great Pakistani team of 1987 for combined British universities at Oxford. I came into bat when the magical spinner Abdul Qadir was at his spinning best. I played about 6 balls from Qadir. I think I got my bat to just one of them and was eventually bowled for 2 runs or maybe 1 run. I have never felt more inadequate with a bat on a cricket field. As I was leaving the pitch, Salim Malik, the Pakistani captain, who later became a Pakistani captain, turns to me and says, "Yaar, you come from India and you can't even play spin bowling. तू India से आता है और तू spin bowling भी नहीं खेलना जानता." Frankly, I was down and out, truly embarrassed, and I realized that day painfully that I needed to find a life outside cricket. Trust me, being a journalist is a darn lot simpler than playing against Pakistan at cricket. One final thought though. What if we had a joint India-Pakistan white ball cricket team? Wouldn't they win and be the top contenders at every global tournament? So here is my all-time best India-Pakistan T20 11 2007 onwards. Rohit Sharma, Shahid Afridi as my openers, Virat Kohli, Misbah-ul Haq, Yuvraj Singh, MS Dhoni, Hardik Pandya, Ravi Jadeja, Jasprit Bumrah, Shaheen Shah Afridi and Mohammad Amir. Think about it. All bases covered, a team that can take anyone on. What do you think? What is your best team? That was my straight bat. Just want to wish all of you a happy Diwali. Do of course subscribe to my YouTube channel for many more such videos. For now, stay well, stay safe. Jai Hind, Namaskar.